Have you ever found yourself staring at a YouTube short with, I don't know, millions of views and just thought to yourself, man, they just got incredibly lucky? Look, we've all been there. It is so easy to believe that going viral is basically just a lottery ticket, right? Like a totally random spin of the digital roulette wheel. But what if I told you that's a complete myth? Welcome to this explainer where we are going to absolutely shatter that illusion. Today, we're diving into the exact reverse-engineered blueprint that top creators use to consistently blow up on YouTube Shorts. Because when we actually look at the data and the formulas from creators who are pulling in millions of views, we see something pretty amazing. Virality isn't luck at all. It's an exact science. So here is our blueprint for today. Number 1, demystifying the algorithm. 2, perfecting your topic delivery. 3, mastering the HPC framework. And 4, your upload strategy. Let's just jump right in. Okay, kicking things off with section 1, demystifying the Shorts algorithm. Before you can, break the algorithm, you have to actually understand what it is. And honestly, what it isn't. And it's kind of crazy how simple the definition truly is. People love to think the algorithm is this dark magic, or that you need the absolute perfect combination of secret hashtags to trick it. You can just throw all of that right out the window. The YouTube algorithm is strictly a machine designed to reward engagement. That is literally it. It has absolutely nothing to do with luck. It's a system that just shows the best, most engaging content to users. So if you can make a highly engaging short with great viewer retention, blowing up isn't just a possibility, it's pretty much guaranteed by the system's own design. To really put this into perspective, look at this number, 3 weeks. The creator whose data we're digging into today spent about 4 agonizing months trying to hit 10,000 subscribers on their first channel. Back then, they had no idea what they were doing and were struggling just to break 100 views. But once they actually understood this retention-based formula, they launched a second channel and hit that exact same 10,000 subscriber milestone in just 3 weeks. Same creator, same platform, totally different timeline. Why? Because they weren't crossing their fingers and hoping for luck anymore. They were feeding the algorithm exactly what it wanted. All right, moving right along to section 2, perfecting your topic delivery. Look, you could have the absolute best editing in the world, Hollywood-level stuff, but it all comes down to picking the right topic. You always have to consider who your intended audience is and what they actually want to spend their time watching. Take one of the creators analyzed in our sources. He built this massive channel by targeting younger audiences, specifically school kids. Whenever he posted content tailored perfectly to them, his views went through the roof. But the absolute second he deviated and tried posting videos outside that core demographic, his views fell off a cliff. When he reverted back to his school kid audience, boom, views skyrocketed again. The takeaway here is crystal clear. You have to know exactly who you're talking to before you ever hit record. But here's the catch. A great topic isn't enough. Execution is everything. I want you to pretend just for a second that you are the audience. You're scrolling on your phone, you swipe, and a video starts with this exact hook. Mr. Beast shared the key secret to his success on YouTube. Now that is a killer topic. You're definitely hooked. But then, literally 5 seconds into the video, the creator just blurts out, and it's to make 100 videos and improve something every time. The video then keeps going for another 20 seconds. But let me ask you, what went wrong here? Seriously, think about it for a second. The topic was fantastic, the hook definitely grabbed your attention, but this video completely tanked in retention. Why do you think that is? Well, here is the answer. The fatal mistake was paying off the topic way too quickly. Think about it from the viewer's perspective. You got exactly what you came for in the very first 5 seconds. The massive secret was already revealed. Because of that, all the anticipation just instantly died. Why on earth would you stick around for the next 20 seconds? You wouldn't. You'd just scroll away. Ideally, you want to push the delivery of that massive payoff to the very end of the video, forcing the audience to stick around to satisfy their curiosity. Which brings us right into section 3, mastering the HPC framework. So, to avoid that exact fatal pacing mistake we just talked about, you need a system. Enter the HPC framework, which stands for Hook, Progression, and Climax. It's basically a highly memorable 3-step tool that tells you exactly how to structure your storytelling and your editing. Master this flow, and you're keeping viewers strapped in from the first frame to the very last. Let's break these down, starting with the hook. Now, this is a real quote from a short that pulled in over 70 million views. I want to be the first person to have a snowball fight in the desert. This is your hook, those absolutely crucial first 5 seconds of your content.
Notice what it's doing here. It's fast, sure, but more importantly, it introduces the topic while just bombarding the viewer's brain with rapid-fire questions. Wait, how's he going to have a snowball fight in the blazing heat? Where is he getting the snow? To get those answers, the viewer basically has no choice but to keep watching.
And that leads us perfectly into the P of our framework, progression. Once you've hooked them, you've got to meet the crazy expectations you just set. In our snowball example, the creator doesn't just say, let's get snow, walk over to his car, and pull out a cooler full of crushed ice from a gas station. I mean, that would be the easy route, and it would be a huge letdown, right? Instead, he actually fulfills the promise by filming this long, grueling voyage out to the mountains to harvest real snow. He shows the actual adventure. The journey has to match the epic scale of whatever you pitched in that hook. And finally, we reach the C, the climax. This is the exact moment your topic is entirely fulfilled. For a desert adventurer, the climax is, you guessed it, the literal snowball fight. They take that cooler of mountain snow, pop it open in the scorching desert sun, and just start chucking it at each other. The audience gets exactly what they waited for. And by placing this payoff at the absolute very end of the video, you perfectly close that retention loop. You're giving the algorithm exactly what it's hungry for: massive watch time. Okay, final piece of the puzzle. Section 4, upload strategy and consistency. So we have the structural blueprint down, but what about the actual logistics of uploading? If you look at this data showing audience traffic by time of day, you can't miss that massive spike for morning posts. The creator from our sources ran some really extensive experiments on this. Interestingly enough, the day of the week didn't matter at all. A short would perform just as well on a Monday as it would on a Saturday. But the time of day, that absolutely mattered. For this specific creator, morning posts just crushed everything else. But here is the really critical takeaway. Do not just blindly start posting in the morning. You need to go into your own YouTube studio, hit that analytics tab, and check your audience graph. You have to see when your specific audience is online and align your posts with your own activity peaks. Next up is upload frequency. Like, how often should you actually be hitting publish? Well, the source tested the extreme ends of the spectrum for us. On the left, posting 4 times a day. The result? Complete and utter burnout. The algorithm only picked up about half of the videos anyway, and the overall quality of the content completely tanked because everything was so rushed. Now, on the right side, we have posting twice a week. This actually worked a bit better for the algorithm, but honestly, from a creator's perspective, it was just slow, kind of boring, and highly unproductive. So, after a ton of trial and error, the ultimate sweet spot revealed itself: 1 post per day. Posting exactly once a day gives you just enough time to meticulously craft high-quality content using that HPSC framework we just covered, while still maintaining enough volume to get consistent daily algorithmic exposure. It keeps your momentum rolling without ever having to sacrifice the quality of your hooks and payoffs. So we've covered the structural framework, the fatal pacing mistakes to avoid, and the exact upload strategy, which leaves us with this final, maybe slightly uncomfortable question. We know now that the algorithm isn't random. It's a pure, brutal meritocracy based entirely on audience retention. So take a critical look at your own content. Are your videos actually holding attention, or have you just been blaming luck this whole time? Remember, human attention is the true currency of the internet. Stop relying on luck, start engineering retention, and watch your channel grow. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you in the next one.